It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, we have more news from the Board of Education's work session on Tuesday. The discussion took place about school system employees allowing to be armed on school campus for security. On Tuesday, board members heard the first reading of a policy that would allow trained employees on a voluntary basis to carry weapons on school campuses. Chairman Nick Ellis says the policy has the support of the School System Safety Committee. He also is a member of the Jesup Police Department. Currently, no weapons are allowed on school property, but state law now allows school systems to have trained employees carry weapons on school property and to school activities, also on school buses. The policy from the Georgia School Boards Association includes extensive training and strict limitations on what types of weapons can be used. Those allowed to carry weapons must be licensed to carry firearms, must pass a criminal background check, and have no history of mental illness. Also, under the new policy, weapons must be kept in a holster or secured locked box. Board members Tuesday asked the superintendent, Dr. Sean Kelly, and Lisa Smith to work on specific procedures that would allow for employees to qualify to carry a weapon on school property. Once again, this topic discussed at Tuesday's work session seems to have the support of the board members. Also at the board meeting, the superintendent gave the COVID update, reporting that the school system had 9 positive cases. They state the recommended time for recovery is 5 days. Also, the board talked taxes at the beginning of the board meeting. CFO R.J. Aldridge reports that the word from the tax commissioner's office is good news. They state the Wayne County tax digest for the year is up significantly. The Board of Education looked to roll back the millage 0.9 mils. Last year they lowered it a half mil. Once again, nothing final. These are just preliminary discussions, but everything has to be approved and voted on by the Board of Education. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Wayne County Commissioners set to meet in a 2-day work session, which will take place at the Wayne County Airport. The dates of the work sessions are Thursday and Friday, August 18th and 19th. The meeting on the 18th will begin at 1:30 in the afternoon, while the Friday, August 19th meeting is set to get underway at 8 a.m. Administrator Ed Jeffers says it's a full agenda with a lot of topics to be discussed. Once again, they're going to meet at the Wayne County Airport on Thursday and Friday, August 18th and 19th. Race for governor will be decided in November as incumbent Republican Governor Brian Kemp looking to defeat his Democratic opponent Stacey Abrams for a second time. On Tuesday, Abrams stated if she's elected governor in November that she will legalize casino gambling and sports betting. She says the money would allow students with C averages to tap into the Georgia Hope Scholarship, saying the cost of education is extraordinarily high and too many students are falling behind and they have no real support from the state. Her endorsement for legalized gambling brings to the forefront the debate that's waged every year in the state capitol over legislation that has failed to pass despite a growing number of rank-and-file supporters from both sides of the aisle. Governor Brian Kemp has opposed legalized gambling in the state, but says he would not take action to stop legislators from seeking a constitutional amendment and let the voters decide the issue. Kemp has said all along that it will take a constitutional amendment. It doesn't matter what the governor thinks. Kemp spokesman Tate Mitchell says the governor plans to work with legislators on a measure to allow sports betting in 2023 if reelected. This past legislative session, the Georgia Senate passed legislation that would allow the voters to decide the issue. Again, the House never adopted legislation and it failed to go before the voters. Once again, Stacey Abrams on Tuesday vowing to legalize sports betting in the state if elected governor in November. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes and news, AAA says the price of a gallon of gasoline has dropped below $4 for the first time in 5 months, which is good news for consumers who are struggling with high prices for many other essentials. AAA says the national average for a gallon of regular gas on Wednesday was $3.99. Prices have dropped 15 cents in the past week and 68 cents in the last month, according to the Auto Club. National average was $3.98 on Wednesday. Falling price for gas, airline tickets, and clothes are giving consumers some relief, although the state inflation is still close to a 4-decade high. This coming Monday, community-wide blood drive at Jesup Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium takes place on Monday between 1 and 6 p.m., sponsored by the Jesup Shriners Ladies Auxiliary. Again, please visit redcrossblood.org and enter Jesup to schedule an appointment. You can also call 1-800-RED-CROSS. And they state donors coming to give in August will get a $10 e-gift card to a merchant of their choice, plus they're automatically entered for a chance to win gasoline for a year, a $6,000 value. They said there'll be 3 lucky winners. Again, the community-wide blood drive set for Monday, August 15th, 1 to 6 p.m. at the Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.